Just getting. This is the last character I have to get up to level 80. I didn't do a one-shot venture live stream. Figure that do this. Oh, whatever. Just kill these. Kill one for XP. This is the character I will be doing next on Tiny Tina's. I can keep standalone. This Northfleet was on 0. Just swapping over to Axton using the secret stash. This really does blow up everything. What the red text says. Blows up everything. All of them. $74. I'm going to change my tree up to max level out. It was just completely made for get as much damage out of the Northfleet as possible. That's why we're using the Grenadier class mod. So I'll be using this all the way to level 80, if I can. The goal is to kill all the badasses in each time you do a round. Although that's not what we came for. Well, you do get extra XP for cleaning the rounds. Fast way most people know of already. I did not bring a Logan's Hunt with me. We're just gonna use this. Low-level Rocketeer. all this blowing up crap. Huh. Yeah, we're just basically blowing stuff up. So, 2 turrets get nuked. Well, a little bit of damage. Okay, that's done. So I really need 2 of those, though. Yeah, if I'm gonna go going low on that, I'll just shoot the ground. Hopefully the gets absorbed, which we'll be able to do most of the time. Explode. Get mass wrecked. No, unfortunately, we have to do this on ultimate partner mode. Blowing them all up. You get out of my face. Get destroyed. You too. How long will it take me to get this? My ammo back. Shooting the ground is dangerous, though. That's why we had last-ditch effort. Nothing I can put in the Ranger. We're not using overload, we're not using assault rifles. Really anything else I can really put in. Other than last ditch effort. Going for max damage here. Yeah, I just put myself to fight for your life. Don't worry about that, I'll buy some ammo. Oh, I don't count that. XP. But just for completing the thing, it's like 12k. Goes higher once you get higher in level. But the enemies, it's somewhat random. Obviously, the badass is going to be the most. I had to change the controller. Okay, that was completed. $13K for that level. It, level 72 would be, I don't know, 12.8. Okay. Don't forget to use a turret, extra damage from Axton. I don't think I'll need to farm all of these. Level 72 is just fine. I'm not done. I don't have a fire top here. I don't want to use a PDPGaming. If I use the Tommy, I wouldn't run out of ammo ever. With a sham shield. The sword shield is important for this. And the sham's the best way to go. So 93%. But I've actually gone at 94% before. Gotta have that battlefront. There's a reason this drops from me. If you don't have it normally, just get yourself a top near. Those can get up level at relative ease. Just go farm the snowman if you have to. The best way to go out the snowman is getting that area near the elevator, and he won't be able to hit you often. Otherwise, you can't slag him. That's why sometimes I prefer top me for this. You don't have to shoot the ground with something like that. For some reason it counts as a rocket, so you absorb it, it's a rocket. Although it's from an assault rifle. PDPG. Yeah, that's a good one to use. And a good alternative if you have it. Just make sure it's not a bandit version, because that doesn't do the thing that the other ones do. Topnear's main advantage is its lower ammo consumption than others, and it fires faster. Obviously, these things are based on the BFG from Doom, the older one. Not the one from 2016. Which the one basically is the newer version. Yeah, it's on. No, I'm not complaining. It's too bad we never got the North Fleet in Borderlands 3. I like that way better than the Rhino, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't have a Logan's gun on me, so I'm going to have to use a Rocketeer. Works well enough. Root over. That's actually a result of stacking the splash damage radius on that thing. I don't know why it works like that. An advantage that the North Fleet and the other ETAC rocket launchers has, they can go through walls. Unlike the Roman stuff. All I need to know is effects easily in views and looks awesome. Yeah. The only character I got the OP10 is Salvador. Unfortunately, it's not quite as fast as using the Swat Trap in Borderlands 3, but fortunately in the one-shot adventure, all I really have is Merlin's Temple to do that with. Leveling. Grind the farms me in a void, but those gargoyles won't grind themselves. At least with the pre-sequel, you don't have to be downloading and uploading your save files every time. All you do is dashboard out. To line up moonstones or guns. Gotta refill my rockets. Obviously, we use a low level version of those because we'll down ourselves if we don't. Ultra high definition calm. RNG is evil. It's Aurelia's best non-elemental gun column. I'd like Zero more, but man, it's so than Flak. And you get out of the deception in only one shot, too. North Fleet, go boom. Typically, a lot of people, when they play array, they use the bioweapons. Which, unfortunately, is not really effective against a raid boss because of all its shields. Yeah, the Imperial Sentinel Invincible version. At least they're gonna all fight each other. Oh, I just lost my damage. The turret ran out. That's fine with still killing them in a few shots anyway. I won't need to farm another North Fleet either. Boom, we all go. Kind of like if we had a fourth skill tree in Borderlands, so that's never gonna happen though. Like, Zero could use a survivability tree. A good one for Pig would be Slack, because that fits its high-risk nature. About Axton, you could use something that has capstone. It's kind of like saying in that regard, wait, relies on the kill skills. Get extra, is most of the average damage. People often consider Axton to be the worst character in Borderlands 2. Kill so Capstone would help. Because, unlike with Zane, you don't have a seeing dead style, if anything. He's pigeonholed. That is real sure. Real sure. That's the real issue. Yeah, something like a seeing dad style skill would be great for him. Yeah, feels so lacking. I don't have what idea I would give Salvador for a fourth skill tree. Maybe something that he can generate rockets with or something. So you can't normally regenerate rockets in Borderlands 2. I'd kind of shoot the ground with Northly, but that's risking downing yourself. But it does get you more ammo if you're in a pinch. And I don't have a bottom on them either, low level 1 anyway. So that would be another way to regen rockets without using some other ammo type if we have at least one ammo left. Having something here that Axton can get kill skills on command would really help him. Like if you, like during when you throw a turret or a turret gets destroyed or you recall a turret. That's one thing that Jack in the pre-sequel has. If one of his digiclones dies, it... Did I say digiclones? Digijax dies, he gets a kill skill. I don't know what would be good for my fourth skill tree. I have no idea on that. Maybe something similar to ties that vine would when you damage the face-locked enemy, it changes the other enemies for reduced damage. But because of mayhem scaling that thing gets, it's insane. Also, it scales the action skill damage skills. Which is a good reason to have an action skill increase class mod on her. Shoot 2 magazines down to the ground. I don't know if I really need to throw 2 of them there. 1 is enough to get the bonus. Because Battlefield, I know, doesn't stack twice. I actually wish it did, though. Another way to help Axton out. I wish the bonus that Ranger gives weren't so freaking low. Although it buffs pretty much everything of them. It's only 1% per rank. Increase that to something like a 2.5 per rank. Other skills that you use a buff. Maya's skills that do elemental damage, like Blight Phoenix or Helios, still don't really do hardly any damage. I should have buffed it like when they did Cloud Kill. It's not the only one you really need. And it would make those ones that deal, the class ones that deal extra satisfact damage more viable. She doesn't get that same damage all the time like Krieg does. We can. That's the last point in that. It's a good thing action reloads so fast. I know I should be using that melee trick, but I don't. melee cancel. There's no enemies left. I just went to buy some rockets, cause who cares about money in Borderlands 2? Well, really, only closest thing to the Sham in Borderlands 3 is the Transformer and other 40 sword shields that you can get. Next level, that would be 14k XP. And this is why I have that quick charge activated, so my shield will always be up. Actually, in Borderlands 3, the sword shields can absorb ammo, regardless of being depleted or not. Okay, another go around. Boom. In your face. Another turn in. Another 14k. That's a little over half than what a boss gives. A bigger boss like the bunker or the warrior. You don't have to save quit either. A little over 1 minute. And this is especially the case on a PS3 or Xbox, which has slow load times. You can't even get to level 80 because you can't get the DLC for it. The Commander Lilith. But I think people still play it on the PS3 or Xbox 360. You just won't get the Commander Lilith DLC. Obviously, I have no reason to play it on the PS3 because the performance issues are worse on it. Obviously. Halfway to level 78. Figure I've seen the last character. I still haven't maxed out all the characters in the pre-sequel. Mainly that's because I play it less than the other ones. But the leveling's so slow in that game. Once you get higher, you're over level 50. Especially when you're over level 60. And I don't know why they freaking did that, because most hours you're gonna spend on those games are getting your loot and stuff. So there's really no need for that. Of course, Borderlands 1, you got those Guardians in the Iridium Reformatory. If you have someone that has a Mordecai to max level, it's gonna be fast, real fast. what I would recommend if you're going from level 50 to 80 is go find a snowman or something for an ETAC rocket launcher. Go to this place. Go to work on the enemies. If a level starts getting too low for the gun, then just go to the snowman again. Actually, better way. Beat the DLC 5. Go to the Hater Access Room. Jump for that chest, and it has a much higher chance of getting an ETAC rocket launcher. Since you have to have that DLC to get level 80 anyway, might as well do that. For those without the DLC that can only get to level 72, just go to Snowman and try to get an ETAC rocket launcher. Don't get the Bandit one though. Try to get the other ones. And you'll farm this place, and just when that level of the gun gets too low, you just go to the Snowman again and farm for an ETAC rocket launcher again, and rinse and repeat. Yeah, pull all these guys up. It may start to get laggy because all the drops on the ground, but I probably wouldn't worry about that. Oh, I forgot to stock up, so I'm doing this. A lot of times I don't know which button the North Fleet is on. Oh, the Bladoff Rocketeer is on the left. North Fleet's the right, so I gotta remember that next time. Okay, I don't know what to put in. I'll just put it in there. Level 78. Now it should be starting to get the 14K mark on those missions. By the way, in free sequel, you can triple capstone. It's only Borderlands game you can do that. I don't believe that's possible on the Borderlands 1. Actually, it might be, because if you put 1 point each, that's not really the way to go, honestly. It's most likely you're going to specialize in something. Only a few points short BL1. Again, it's almost possible, but you can't. Brick's skill tree is, yeah, you're just basically going for either the melee or explosive. And that ogre really shreds on him, especially the Ajax's version, which is so hard to get. The ogre's hard enough to get as it is. This is an Atlas assault rifle. Atlas weapons are the rarest manufacturer in BL1. But only slightly rarer than Hyperion. Well, I didn't even activate the thing. My bad. And unfortunately, the Hyperion legendaries in Borderlands 1 are either hit or miss. But they're one of the better manufacturers for stat-wise. Like I said, like, Butcher in Borderlands 1 is meh. It doesn't work the way that it does on Borderlands 2 or 3. You don't regain ammo when you shoot it, occasionally. See, I didn't really... Level 72 Northfleet is just fine. I just put my points in much damage as possible. So that works. You don't really need survivability except for the quick charge, because you're never really going to go down during this. Because the enemy's just going to disappear so quick. And this is the place where people would level other people to level 80. They go to use an OP10 Northfleet, but don't go into OP levels. I don't feel that's really necessary. It just makes the enemies tougher to kill. Especially when you have 4 people. The enemy's health is going to scale up. in my opinion, the only ETATs worth using in Borderlands 2 is the SMGs or the rocket launchers. Or stuff like the slow hand. The Northlight is an ETAT, but its rarity is legendary. Because the barrel on it. Using the ETAT barrel. Oh no, shield. Soul shield's the only way to really go, because you don't get a cut first in Borderlands 2. Anything like that. The routes are much simpler than artifacts in Borderlands 3, because they simply boost stats most of the time. Don't necessarily give a special effect. Other than that. Oz kits are the relic of pre-sequel. That the main use is for keeping your oxygen up. The Metal Storm is a huge boost to fire rate, but usually that often means high ammo consumption, because you're firing so fast. What the heck was he doing? He's pushing me around with his ground slam. Heavy Gunner 6.5 and Infinity Go Burr. Infinity does not consume ammo. With something like a chopper that consumes 6 ammo per shot and fires at 18 shots per second, that would consume ammo like less than 4 seconds. Sheriff's Badge and Profit. Basically what that means is over 30 shots per second if you got a rapid version. I'm sorry, Vengeful. Rapid just if it has a bladder grip, and Infinity can actually spawn with no accessory, unlike other legendary weapons. Its normal fire rate is 8.0 seconds, like a normal barrel. 30 shots per second on paper before killing anything. Infinity has a base of 8. In a Blood-Off Grip, it's like 9. Get the Bengal prefix with its 10.4 base. And all those fire rate bonuses, that's like 30 shots per second. Which is the max that can be achieved on a PS3 or Xbox 360. Because it goes by frames per second. Now if I get like a Blood-Off Company man that boosts his fire rate on both the top and bottom, don't meet magazine size on Infinity, that does not really matter. Because it shoots forever anyway. Axton could crash PS3s with its fire rate alone. Get a like a green monster with 5 and scorching RPMs and Blood-Off fire rate, and normal fire rate, Blood-Off Company man with fire rate boost and fire rate boost on the bottom, with a 9.47 fire rate base on the Infinity. And I'd say that'd be about like 20 bullets per second or something. Because the scorching RPMs times with a 10 is like 30 plus fire rate. Minigun thing is a thing. Shane can shoot the fastest of any bolt hunter in the Borderlands 3. I know that for sure. Get something with get like a 10 out of 5 in the violence, and that purple trait that increases fire rate and reload speed on a critical hit. I have a 15% higher fire rate than the Stratified with the Infinity. Not the best gun in the game, but it's one of the most funnest guns in the game. That and the Butcher. I'd put the Root up there too, because get that big splash radius. Because the way splash radius works with unlisted projectiles and stuff. That's one of the reasons that the Yellow Cake was so powerful when it first launched. Because all those projectiles. Still is very powerful. Even if it's big nerf. Way back when. Shane can fire so fast she has to reload the Butcher. And I tried to get a redundant Butcher to fire forever. I could not get it to fire forever. Even with all the ammo regeneration skills. That's why the times 3 is a better one to get. Unless you go short fuse all not short fuse. One for the road, some for the road. That's like 5 seconds though. You can straight up overtax the gimmick and fire rate alone. Moles and Flak can basically fire that thing forever. With Flak, you just have to be hitting crits. Moles can do it regardless, even without any ammo regen skills. I don't know what to put in. I'm gonna put it in Metal Storm. I'll be changing the tree anyway when I end this. It's not normally how I play Axton. I do want to get a little bit in survivability. Imagine if Axton to get the ammo regen that Salvador and Mose has. And a lot of people like to use Infinity on it. I meant Zero. Mainly because of that one shot, one kill skill. Which gives bonus damage when you're full on magazine. Infinity will always be full on magazine. So that skill's always active. I don't just like the Pimpernel on Zero. I like it on Maya. You get a Blurred Trickster for it, and you get ricochets everywhere. Almost like Amara. Well, unlike Amara, you have to have an enemy phase locked. Amara gets a bonus ricochet when she hits a target that has phase grass on it. But she gets reduced damage. But because of man of scaling that thing gets, that skill's insane. Gauging with Pimpernel and High Anarchy. GG. I jumped the gun on that. Thought I'd killed them all. Look at all those drops. Nice for green and does enough cause Mark 4. The amp degree in the conference call, I would say, wow, there'd be bullets flying everywhere. On paper, Gage can get better boy action than Zero. Unlike with Zane, Boar cannot proc with explosives. But it can do it with Torg weapons. It's not things that not bullets, not bullet damage. Maya can also do this, I know that. is something that Axton, Salvador, and Krieg cannot utilize. That's a hustler. It's just something we have to deal with. The advantage that Zero has over Zane on the boss skill is he does not have to crit the enemy, but it only works with bullet damage. Zane can do it with splash damage and stuff. Krieg really won't die and can do much damage to Salvador casually when built properly. That I've noticed. This basically turns like Krieg from high risk to high survivability because he can set things on fire and get life back. You don't need a Mark II weapon either. I like to run the Hellfire on Krieg because that really benefits from Krieg. That big damage over time and the fact that it does splash damage. Unfortunately, the Hellfire is massively gimped in Borderlands 3. Man, that thing went far down the tube. It was so great in Borderlands 1, 2, and 3 sequel, only to be junk in Borderlands 3. Well, I jumped the gun again. I actually went and used a level 72 against level 80 enemies and just basically regenerated the life back. If we had Borderlands 1 Hellfire, Mario would be too powerful. The thing is that Mayhem Temp really put the smackdown damage over time. Most would be illegal. And the thing that hurts is that damage over time, you can't stack it in Borderlands 3. That's why almost all DLT builds are based on the Unleash the Dragon. So that's the only real viable way of doing it. Truly viable. Actually really broken. Now I'll show you guys something after that I get to level 80. And that's how to get from level 50 to level 80. Once you get XS Ultimate Ball Hunter mode, just do this. I'll just change over to Salvador because that's really the only one I got to beating the DLC on Ultimate Ball Hunter mode on. Didn't even access the Hater Access Arena, which is we're gonna go to. might do a separate video on that. I need something to get me views before Wonderlands drops. Once that game drops, I'll be getting my views back like crazy. Maybe. Well, I actually put myself in plenty of life there, but I just revived instantly. A few more rounds to this left. Unfortunately, these are still level 72. But it'll go to my level once I go ahead and reload. It's typically where I go to get my double penetrating unkempt heralds. Or if I need a casual flacker, I'll sometimes go there too. Meaning like switching weapons. So used to pressing triangle to do it. Wow. Yeah, melee with Axton. Melee in Axton sucks. Not the character for that. He doesn't even have a melee override skill. Either. Unlike all the other bolt hunters. But most of them are really not too useful anyway. Melee Salvador is actually viable. And I heard melee gauge is actually viable too. Just stack up on the anarchy and just go in the face and just slash them up. Doesn't even have a cooldown on it. So it's hack, but it's doable. 9/10 of the way there. By the looks of the EXP bar. I also found a really cool weapon that you can test race with. It can get pretty crazy. Thanks, another weapon for my Is It Good to Racer series. I have a playlist for it. But I only got 7 videos of it. I'm all maxed now. I'll just show you how to do this if you're just starting Ultimate Ball Hunter mode. And this is the absolute best way to get Torg tokens. But the other way to get Torg tokens through those races, if you can't handle the enemies, is they'll all be level 15 even in normal mode. OP10 on everyone. I haven't really put in the time to do that. I'm gonna go to my Salvador because that's where I got that arena unlocked. Not fine games. Where's the gun sucker? He's here. As you can see, level 10 on the OP level. But for demonstration, we're going to go to 0. Well, apparently I'm left off at Flame Refuge. And this is not the standalone, because Salvador is a walking glitch. That's what that loot catapult would be on in the standalone. The loot catapult would be there, which is really the only way to farm legendaries, to be honest, in that game, because nothing else scales to level 35 except for the endgame stuff like the dragons and the magic slaughter. And that's not what we're here for. No, we're here to go on top of this thing. Fight for Sanctuary. The Burrows is where we want to be, because the arena's in this area. Yeah, and this is Hater X's area. Someone give me all these weapons. Who knows I'd be able to get in a facer. Well, the easy way to do that is use the Pepinol in the other hand and the left hand and the wall burn in the right hand. As long as Veracruz does not get his shield, you should be fine. That's why you kill the who is it? The chief, Niguato, with the trespasser of the Sincero. Pepper Bird's how I usually do it. Because really, that fight's so freaking unfair. As heck. Actually, that fight was originally meant as a joke for Admiral Baru. See if you can beat this, Admiral Baru. I know there's an area we can get up. Or I can just rocket jump with the bada boom. But since everyone may not have a low level bada boom, two can retain a combo. Oh, that's how you forgot about that. That's how you get out there. A lot of ways to use a devil bada booms. I jumped off. Just if I did a separate video, I can edit that stuff out where I fail. But since this is a live stream, can't edit that out. Do you have the space to pick them up? I'll help you after I finish eating. Think I do. Oh, that's a fail. Gotta be careful of that. Those rocks. I see you're running it. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, that's the chest. That's the chest you want to go farm the ETAC rocket launchers. I didn't get one that time, but you get the idea. Usually a purple or ETAC. And then you just go back to the bar when you get an ETAC. 1 to 3 guaranteed launchers. Because generally those E-Tac rocket launchers are somewhat rare to get. So that's the best place to get them. Typically. But if you don't have the DLC or... But if you don't have the DLC, you can't get the level 80. But if you don't, then I'll show the other place. Headhunters. Marcus's mercenary shot. Gen 3 is extremely rare, but it can happen. Retainer ain't gonna work here, so I'm switching to my normal shield I would use. Rough Rider. The snowman's gonna go down right instantly. Because I don't have OP levels on. For demonstration purposes. That PC mod was funny to watch. I kinda don't know what you're talking about, but... Which mod? Having a retainer work anywhere is illegal. It's only meant to be used in the raid area of the Commander Lilith. Mouthwash is, unlike the retainer, the mouthwash toothpick combo works anywhere in the game. It's almost like an assault rifle version of the Unkempt Herald. Well, I don't think I rang the bell, so... Someone wanted to see it however it would be if it could be used anywhere. And that was too funny. He's gonna go down pretty much instantly. Yeah, he basically did. All it took was like 2 shots and he was toast. Obviously had the lady fist in the left hand. But still, he'd pretty much go down instantly regardless. Just shoot those annoying frost spiders. All they do is throw snowballs at you. Knock you around. Yeah, here's the train. Well, got legendary out of it. Oh, I don't have space. Darn. I could have used that on a different character. Last, it's not to be, because I'm... inventory stuffed. Bandit grip too. These things really. You get these all the time. Those skins from the slag challenge. Because it resets all the time. Well, I best better get going. I'm gonna. This is 16 Patriots fan. Peace out.